This is the day of empowerment. Does everyone know where that came from? The International Women's Day. It comes from a place of a woman's needle group is what I read. So they must have been some kind of seamstresses, something like that.
Crochet, as they say.
Right? Like they actually said it was a woman's needle union kind of thing.
I love that.
And it was back in the 19 somethings. Anyway, they were protesting actually child labor. And then they went to women's suffrage and on from there, right? But I thought that was really interesting. But for me, it's all about empowerment. For me, it's all about how we as the divine feminine have risen up to a place where we can balance with the masculine energy and the feminine energy. And that to me is so empowering all on its own. So we are going to focus a little bit today about why messages are important, but also all about why we as women must hold our ground and stand in our power and speak our truth. I mean, it's so empowering. And I've been doing, I've got so many amazing opportunities that keep happening to me because I keep growing and I keep raising my energy and I keep saying, yes, I am more and I want to be more and I want to do better and I want all these things because I need them to feel fulfilled in my life in a good, positive way. Growth is everything, right? When we look at growth, it is all about how we are putting out the energy. How are we perceived? How are we creating space for ourselves? And what are we getting rid of to create that space? There's so much energy that we take on, and how do we amalgamate that? And I was at the 𝐔𝐸𝐬𝐬𝐳 Wellness Club, which is the new location in New Westminster that 𝐔𝐸𝐬𝐬𝐳 has opened, and it really is a wellness club. It is a beautiful location, and we're going to be doing retreats there. We're going to do open houses there. We're going to be running some of my people that I mentor are going to be having a space there that they're going to do their work. It's going to be just a really amazing thing. So before we go into any of that, how many of you are feeling empowered? And Facebook, put yes, I'm empowered in the comments. Here, ladies, Anna, Carol, Lydia, if you're feeling empowered, put it in the comments. I want to, yes, I'm empowered. I want to feel it. Jenny Boo, hello, my friend. Empowerment is important for a variety of reasons. And we can gain so much knowledge and wisdom from the messages. Yes, Anna, that's it. We are empowered. So I want to talk about why the messages. And this is something that came up. And again, I was talking a little bit with 𝐔𝐸𝐬𝐬𝐬 about this, about how the messages are so important and how we have to trust what we receive from spirit, from those people like myself or like Sammy and Jenny who give these messages, and Anna and whatnot, everyone that has the ability to tap in. Because the messages are important because we ask. We're asking for the messages. We're like, okay, you know what? Something's not, what else do I need to know? Or something's not working, or what am I missing? So we're asking for something. So we should listen to what is being given. The messages are important because they are the links. The links to what we feel will add to our space, will give us more depth, will allow us to be connected to Happy International Women's Day, Herbinder. It will give us more space to create a divine balance with all of us, because ultimately we're light workers. So the more wisdom that we receive from light workers and go a step further and go from the ascended, right? The loved ones on the other side, they have powerful messages. Right? They have messages that fill us with hope, fill us with comfort, help us with ease, right? They have all that energy in there. And so when we ask for those messages, when we say, hey, I'm looking for you to bring someone through for me on the other side, what we're saying is, okay, we want a connection. I need to hear something from these to help me move on in my life, because everything is about moving forward in a positive manner. We create spaces for positivity. We create spaces for negativity too, but we really don't want to focus on those. We want to move that space to create the new space for the positivity. So why do the messages matter? They matter because we have more to be taught. We have more we want to learn. And it can be both at a very mundane, very low level energy, which is okay. We need that. That's our humanness. And it can be at a really high vibing when we're connecting to the ascended masters, we're connecting to the archangels, we're connecting to source, creator, God, goddess, Buddha, Krishna. We're creating to that energy, and that is the power. But all messages matter. We all have to take them in and perceive them. So don't ever not ask the question. And you can ask the question in a subtle way. You don't have to seek out someone. You can say, Source, I'm looking for this. That's why it's important to learn who your spirit guides are, everyone. That's why it's important to tap into that energy and be like, okay, who am I working with? Why are you giving me these answers? I can trust you. Yes, I can trust you. Getting to know them, sitting in their power, sitting in their energy. You get to be able to trust them. When people come to us and say, I don't have a purpose, I always say, really? You don't. And they'll be like, no, I'm lost. I can't feel it. And I always say to them, tap into what you're passionate about. Start there. What feeds you? Yourself. What can you bring to your own table? Ask yourself the higher questions first. Because we all have a higher self. We have a soul self. And that soul self creates with our human self and allows us to be the perfect conduit. If the conduit is to reach other people, fabulous. If the conduit is just to reach information for ourselves, fabulous. There's no right or wrong here. We all will do it differently. Your purpose has to be so powerful and meaningful that it outweighs the effort you're going to put in. That's the new bumper sticker we're talking about, guys. Passion plus purpose equals empowerment equals abundance. Abundance of whatever you need. If you don't do the work, right? If you don't go within, you go without. So for all those people who are like, I don't have time to invest in myself, I don't have time to do the work like this, right? I'm going to say to you, no, that's garbage. That's garbage. We always can find a little space to work in. I am the number one person who the first thing that will come out of my mouth when someone says, well, you know, what about doing this? I don't have time. I don't have time. Am I lying? No, I don't. Can I make time? Absolutely. So if it resonates with you, if it feels powerful with you, it's going to help elevate you. Find time for it. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of what the outcome will be. Trust the process. When we ask for the messages, we are literally saying, I am open to receive. Now, if you ask and you don't like what you receive, it doesn't suit you, you get to change that. If someone gives you a message and says, this is what's happening for you, and you're like, whoa, that's not where I'm going with this stuff, you get to change that. You ask the question, you receive the answer. Now you do the work to make it fit what your narrative is. Right? You don't say, no, that's not it, and you discard it. You don't do that. You take the information, you process it, always accept it. Even if it's, and I don't mean accept it and say, yes, no, that makes sense to me. If it doesn't make sense, tell the reader, no, I don't understand that, but put it on the shelf because it's always going to come back to you. If you're asking for the message, you will receive an answer. What you do with that answer is completely up to you. If you agree with this, if you understand it, I want to hear a yes. I want to see it in the comments. Engage with us. Let us know. Facebook, are you feeling us? Are you feeling us? Ladies in Herbinder, are we there? Are we getting it? Yes. Crab legs. Good stuff. Okay. I'm going to flow right into a really powerful meditation tonight. And the purpose of the meditation is to open ourselves to receive, as well as to balance ourselves in our own truth. So what I mean is, I want us to be open to receive the messages. I want you to ask for the messages in the meditation. I want you to be like, okay, Tara says we're talking, I'm talking. And then I want you to really allow the information to come to you and absorb it, embrace it. Whether it is the good, the bad, or the ugly, you're going to absorb it, you're going to embrace it, and what you're going to do with it is up to you after. But it's going to be important. It's going to be important. Trust me on this. So are we ready? Are we ready? We good? Okay, let's go. Close your eyes, everyone. Find that space within you that is comfortable, that is your space, your power. Your moment. Relax into it. I want you to feel yourself. Every part of you, from the crown to the root, loose. Just shifting down, moving into a space of comfort and ease. We are in full moon energy, so it's a little wacky out there. So you may be overly tired, feeling like the energy is here and there. I want you to relax into it. It's okay. Whatever you're feeling now is okay. And I want you to feel yourself right now connecting to Mother Earth. Just allow your root to move down, creating a beautiful space. Joining, melding with Mother Earth, feeling that energy. And at the same time, as you've melded with Mother Earth, I want you to raise your vibration to the third eye, expanding, 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 allowing your sixth sense to heighten. I see, I hear, I know, I smell, I taste, I feel. And then move that energy up further still to the crown, allowing the crown to open. Allowing that beautiful funnel of energy that is yours, your spirit self, your high self, to come up through the crown and engage with spirit. Feel how strong your energy is right now. Know how empowered you are within yourself. You are here and you are worthy. Know that the questions are meant to be asked and to be answered. Remove all judgment and expectation from your aura, from your mind, from your spirit. Instead, feel the little light bulbs going off. What do you need to know? What do you need to know in this moment? What can you ask Spirit to provide guidance for? Straight to you, bypassing the medium, bypassing the intuitive. Do you trust Spirit? Do you trust what you would receive directly from Source? Allow yourself to relax into this. You are anchored to Gaia, and you are open to Spirit. You are in sacred space, fully capable. Now, take a breath in and release. What do you want to ask Spirit directly from your higher self to Source? What do you need to know? Are you asking? Are you receiving? Can you feel it? Source. Allow the energy to come further still, closer still. Feel the energy as Source comes close to hear you, to connect with you, to allow you to receive exactly what you need from the question without hesitation. As Spirit pulls closer to you, feel yourself gently touched by Spirit's love and light, and ask your questions. 1 or 2 suffices. Listen for the answer. Accept the answer. Know that what's been given will be exactly what you need to hear. How you perceive it will be everything. Now give gratitude to Source, Creator, your guides, whomever, for coming and being in the moment with you, for answering your questions, question. Know that you are in your power, that you have received as the perfect conduit between Spirit and your higher self. And so shall it be. Come back to the room. Okay, come back to the space. Facebook friends, join us. Cookie was right in there with us. She was like, I'm asking questions, I'm getting answers. If you could hear her little yaps upstairs, she's mad that she can't come downstairs. How are you feeling? What was going on? Where did we go with that? Did you get your question answered? Did you like the answer? That is one of the most important things. Why are messages important? Because they give us the answers to help us move forward. And sometimes we don't want to hear it. We do not want to hear it. Our narrative is one way and one way only. And that is where we get stuck. So who heard what and who's feeling what? Let's go. Before I get into messages and start telling you guys what you need to know. Anyone, even on Facebook, Sammy, you're in charge. You tell me what's going on. Anyone wants to share here, please just unmute and let us know. Did you don't have to tell us what you asked. That can be personal, right? But did you get the answer and did you like it? Was it an answer that sat with you? Karen, I heard I will always be taken care of. Did that resonate with your question?
Yes, it did.
Good stuff. And that's an answer that you can, well, I mean, I don't know how you couldn't take that answer, but you never know. Is that an answer that felt that it resonated with you?
Yes.
Excellent.
Definitely.
On a scale of 1 to 10, do you find it hard to trust what spirit gives you when it comes straight from spirit to you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking, did I just think that? And that's what I want to hear. Right. So, yeah.
And that's the key thing. So when people come and they sit with me and they or not so much the clients. I mean, there's clients I have that have no interest in spirituality or the metaphysical at all. They have a purpose, right? They need to know this. They need to know, like, am I going this way? Is someone coming through for me? And that's totally fine. But those that come to me and say, hey, I want to start to become my highest and best in my intuitive self. I want to engage in my empowerment in my intuitive self. One of the things that I say right off the bat is the beginning of your journey is all about your trust. If you can't trust what spirit's giving you, how is someone going to trust what you're giving them? I can tell someone from a mile away that has a problem trusting their own intuitive self. Right? I can. And I call them out too. If they're working with me, I'll be like, whoa, Nellie, let's step back like 3 steps here, please. And realign to the higher vibrations. So Karen, that's a great thing. You know, it came to you, it resonated with you. Number one thing that people have trouble with is that, did I make this up? Is that what I want to hear? Right? Am I telling my own story?
True.
The way I want to tell it? Sorry, Karen?
True. That's exactly.
Right? And that's natural. We're all mediums, we're all intuitives. Not everyone does the work. It's a cliche saying for me now, but it's the truth. Anyone else get a message that they're like, damn, Carol, go ahead, boo. Carol, you're on mute, honey.
Okay.
There we go.
So it was quite interesting because it's kind of one that I've been pondering over the time. One was, what is my purpose? And flat out, it's to be of service. I'm going like, okay, and self-worth is be of service, you know, one to myself and to others, self-worth. And also the second question was about retirement, which I've talked about before. And it says, not yet, you're needed to be of service. I'm going like, okay, it makes sense.
So that does make sense. And what I mean, even if I resonate with you, I would say that they're saying to you, you know, be of service, find your self-worth, your power, see what you're going to do with it, and then retire. Do you see what I'm saying? Then retire. So once you get into that space, you start doing that kind of work, it becomes amazing. It just is such a beautiful feel. And again, when we work on ourselves to found our self-worth and our empowerment, when we move into a phase, retirement can be a big deal for people, right? It can be a big deal. It takes you out of energy that you're very used to. I get up, routines. I get up in the morning. I'm going to here. This is what I know I have to do. I know I'm working from here to here. I know I have these days off. I know. And then all of a sudden you're like, I could sleep an extra hour. I can't go back to sleep, but I could, right? There's all this that comes with it. So they're asking you to work on your inner strengths yourself. I keep saying the number one thing. There's a lot of number one things in my life, apparently. But one of the biggest things when I deal with people that are looking to raise their vibration, not just in doing the work, but in their own personal selves, like, hey, I'm ready to feel strong. I have things I need to do. Let's do it. I say to them, don't be afraid of change. Because when we open to our higher selves, we will have change. Don't be afraid to work on who you are. Before you dive into how many cards you can read for someone, or are you connecting to spirit? Are you bringing loved ones through? Do the work here. When I channel messages from other beings, I always come from a place of, if I'm going to give, let's say I'm going to give either one of the Karens that are here. Karen, both of you are here. If I was going to give both of you a message and I was channeling it from spirit, I remove myself from the whole process. I'm just going to give the message. Whatever spirit has to give, I'm okay with. I doesn't have to resonate with me. It's not my message. None of my business, to be honest with you. Right? But it needs to resonate with you. And how hard is that for other people to be like, okay, I'm just going to take that message and I'm going to trust it and I'm going to go with it, especially if we're not in our own alignment, body, mind, and spirit. I was telling Sammy earlier, I was at the Sea to Sky Wellness Club in New Westminster. This place is outstanding. You're going to see your girl doing aerial work. I don't know. I'm putting it out there. I feel that spirit has some hope for me, so I'm going to try it. I looked at it today and thought that it just looked way out of my realm of things. But then I've done a lot of things that I felt were out of my realm. But we were there. It's a beautiful place. I'm telling you, we're going to hold some sacred journeys there, my friends. For those of you that are in town, in the area, this is going to be something else. And the woman that runs it, her name is 𝐔𝐸𝐬, is bar none outstanding. And if anyone wants to come to the Spiritualist Church on Sunday night and join us for the potluck community spring celebration, 𝐔𝐸𝐬 is going to be there. So it would be fabulous to meet her. So oh, thanks, Karen. I wasn't feeling it when I got there. I felt like I just raced from another gym and my hair was in this weird thing. And oh my God. Anyway, my point being here is that the body, mind, spirit element of the work that we do on ourselves, to learn to trust that when our higher self connects to the higher vibrational beings and we receive the wisdom, the knowledge that we need, and then we can incorporate into our life, is the only way. The only way, in my opinion, that we can be true conduits for ourselves or for others. And that's it. And there's so much that's learned in that energy, right? And again, talking about the divine feminine, the masculine, like I help people build their businesses. And if it's the spiritual part of the business, super cool, super easy. We all go in, we're all in the same place. We're all like huggy, love. We all know where we're going with this. We trust. But sometimes helping people build their muggle jobs, right? And they come into my space and they're like, I have questions. And spirit comes through and tells, it's harder because they, female or male, are in their masculine energy. They want to build a business. They're sitting in that heavy energy of, I've got things to do, right? Cookie. She's having a meltdown at the top of the stairs. Someone better go get her soon. And we want to be able to balance that divine energy that we have. How many work in your feminine divine? How many work in feminine divine? Easily work in your feminine divine. Facebook, drop us a comment. Are you working in your feminine divine? How many feel that their masculine energy overrides their feminine energy? Hands up. I want to see it. Show me. How many of you don't have any idea what I'm talking about? Karen M, you funny girl. So when masculine overrides the feminine, what happens? What happens? Well, we're out of balance. Absolutely, Harbinder. And Harbinder, your masculine will just do it. But you balance your feminine very beautifully. And that's a compliment. You do it very beautifully. That's why people resonate with you. When our masculine overrides our feminine and we're off balance, we tend to be less able to connect to the higher vibrations. We are so busy left braining it. Karen M, left braining it is when we are logical, analytical, and we cannot be creative. And I don't feel that with you, Boo. I don't feel that you're stuck in the masculine energy. Something to talk about at a different time. But going back to this, we stuck in that masculine energy, we're going to sit in that powering through things without much thought because we're just getting things done. The feminine energy comes in and says, hello, yes, we want to get things done, but we want to do it in a way that we're absorbing and taking in what we need. That's the beauty of the divine feminine, but you need both. You can't have one without the other. I feel too stuck in feminine, not enough analytical. Ha ha ha. That's all to do with grounding, gorgeous. Right? That's all to do with grounding, digging your roots in. Super powerful with that. Anyone in Facebook? Any comments from Facebook at this point? Let's jump in for a second. We're gonna do messages in a few minutes. If you want to drop a question in the group, are you ready for messages? I want to see a hell yes. I want to hear Spirit. Spirit's got something. Sammy, are you writing to Facebook?
Yeah, we sure are. We're just waiting for some people. If you guys want to hear a message, or if you have a question about anything we're talking about tonight, please drop it in the comments so we can pass it along.
we love questions.
Woo, Ramona's like, hell yes.
That's my girl, Ramona. That's my girl. So anyone that want me to tap into something specific for them, this is the perfect time. We're in full moon energy. It's all about that shifting. It's all about that shifting of healing, right? Coming full circle. So if anyone wants me to tap into anything specific, this is the perfect time universally to do that. You got a specific question? Good time to answer it right now. Let's go. Put it into the chat, or you guys don't have to go into the chat. You can unmute and just talk to me.
Well, we do have a question actually coming in from Facebook right now from 𝐔𝐩𝐜𝐬𝐧𝐠. She asked a question during the meditation. She didn't get the answer that she wanted to know. It's about her health. So if you have anything, any insights,
for sure. So the first thing that I get is that we want to be looking after ourselves as a whole. So I'm feeling there is a lot of energy that's misplaced right now. And remember, I am not a doctor, nor am I even a medical intuitive. My information comes directly from spirit. So when I'm looking at your aura, Lovey, and I'm seeing it, there's a lot of darker gray in there, not black, which is like, but a lot of darker gray, which means that we need to shift energy. I feel like I'm really uncomfortable in my not just one part of my body, but many. Like I feel my joints bother me. I feel like my stomach area, my torso as a whole, not so much my chest and my lungs, but more my soul, my torso, not your soul. Your soul is safe. But my torso feels very off. If you're not seeing a doctor right now, if you're not seeing someone that's helping you to work through this isn't something that is going to cause you great trepidation down the road, but it needs to be worked on. It needs to be worked through. I would be looking for a second opinion, please. I would also say to you that I would move energy up and out through, not through the root, which is so weird because normally we'd be working through the root. I feel like, and I'm sorry, was her name Sook? Okay, Boo, I feel like you need to be like letting it out, like voicing it. This is not mine. I am not holding this. This is not mine. I am not holding this. We forget the amount of power we have within ourselves. Is she saying anything, Lovey?
Sorry, I'm clicking on the wrong buttons. Yeah, she's confirming that her name is Sook.
Okay.
So I think she's taking it in.
Okay, if she has any comments on that, or she needs anything,
I will,
she can write in there and you can let me know.
Awesome.
Okay, what do I need to know? Is this Karen? Yeah, this isn't Karen M. What do I need to know my aura? So the first thing I'm going to say to you, Lovey, is that there's a lot of work being done. This is impressive. This is empowering. There's a lot of a shifting in mindset, which is really important for you, because there is that masculine energy that holds you down. And it's one of those funny masculine energies, because it's saying, I need to nurture everyone, which is a divine feminine. I need to nurture, I need to take care of things, but you're so set in it. It's masculine. It's like right there. And you're pulling yourself up and you're saying, okay, wait a second. I don't need to fix everything in everyone's lives. I need to focus on me. And that energy is starting to come back into your space, and it's starting to move in such a loving, gentle motion that you are saying more and more, wait a minute, I am feeling like I'm good with this. I am feeling that I'm able to do this. I am that I am. Okay. You know what I love and what I've learned to love with spirit is that it's not a weakness to be sensitive. It's not a weakness to be powerful. It is everything to blend it together. And so you sit in what we call sitting in the power. I would say to you, Lovey, when I just reading your aura, I would say to you, one of the key things for you to work with is your physical guide. So the healer in you, but not so much for what you do for others, but focusing on your inner stuff. So if you're not working with your healer, jump into the spirit guide class coming up at the end of the month, or just sit and ask them to come through and get to know them. I feel like that will really help you, because you have some physical human shifts you're going through as well, physically. Yeah. So you want to be in control of that. You want to be, that's the story you want to be in control of. Yeah. But I'm super loving the mindset. So I'm going to leave that with you, please. I see some things around here. Lydia wants to see what her aura is. Your aura is regrounding yourself, which is lovely. So I feel like there's a lot of red that is seeping back up into you and allowing you to feel comfortable, allowing you to feel focused and safe. Do you understand? Your heart is opening up too. So there is the sense that you're looking for, you're longing for something. Well, they're saying, okay, well, let it come. Let it come. It's coming to you in little pieces. Do you understand that, please? And remember that the more you believe in yourself, the more you do the work on yourself, please, the more that you're going to find you feeling that strength, that perseverance, that completion within your body. So you have a nice blend happening right now. It's nice to see the root is coming back to you, because you were taken out of your power for a period of time, and now you're finding that power coming back. And you will always be that soft, gentle soul, Lydia. Let's be honest. Your aura will never be like smoking, walking into the room, knocking everyone over, right? You're always going to be that one that kind of seeps into the room, checks it out to see if this is where she wants to be, and then let yourself be known. You need to come out more, though.
Yes, I just had a surgery. I just came out of the hospital yesterday.
Oh, you know what? You're good, sister. There is nothing that's looking like an obstacle, nothing that's a challenge. You don't even have any like light gray in you. So beautiful. Whatever they did it well. And I feel you're healing beautifully.
Oh, thanks.
You're very welcome, gorgeous. But then as soon as you're healed, you need to start coming out.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you do, Lydia. Okay, so we've got Amanda next, if we can.
Okay, is there anyone in Facebook that's doing anything, or I don't want to leave them out if they're watching?
So 𝐔𝐸𝐬𝐜 actually responded. They said, "This is not mine. I am not holding it."
Good.
Yeah.
Get right in there. Affirmations, holding. That's right. Not mine. Out.
Perfect.
And speaking, for whatever reason, speaking that truth is super, super powerful. Super powerful. Okay, Amanda, are there any messages about my masculine, feminine energy and how to balance them? That is a whole class unto itself, Amanda. That is one of those things that we start and we dive deep into. So here's what I'm going to say to you. Your masculine, feminine's not too bad. I feel like you prefer non-confrontational. So your masculine doesn't override your divine feminine. Having said that, there is the need to find a little bit more of that masculine energy so that you feel confident in all that you do, not in just the things that you like, I know this, but in even moving into the stages where I don't know this and feel that confidence. And how do we balance them? We work on ourselves. We work in the energy. We set ourselves up with mantras and affirmations of empowerment. And we start working on the belief structure of who we are and that we are worthy, and the self-love and the self-worth and the self-empowerment is everything to us as a whole, because it moves us into the directions of confidence, conviction, understanding, truth. Your solar plexus will be everything to you, sweetheart, because that's our core. So I would suggest to you, Amanda, if you have a citrine, that would be a very, very strong stone to be working with at this time, your solar plexus. And if you really felt like you were out of sorts, I would contact Christine Wong at Soulful Self and have her make you a bracelet based in citrine, focused on the intention setting of I am balanced. I am balanced. I am balanced. There we go. What else we got going on here, sister?
All right. Oh, Amanda says, I have citrine in my car, wallet, and beside my bed. So
do you know why you have that? Because you really need it. I want you to do me a favor, boo-boo. I want you to stick a piece of citrine, as long as it's not ridiculously big. Stick it in your bra. Stick it in your sports bra, stick it in your bra. I want you, and if you don't wear a bra, then stick it in your pocket. And if you don't have pockets, I can't help you. But fine, that's when you'd go and get that bracelet. But here we go. Karen M, you need to shift some energy with your occupation. But going back to Amanda for just a second, and I just saw that. Oh, yes. Okay, going back over here. Amanda, honestly, that citrine is going to raise that vibration for you tenfold. And I want you to wear it for a bit. Put it under your pillow even. Just bask in it, because that energy is going to be so empowering for you. And again, your conviction is everything, girl. Everything. I'm going to move over. That's why I'm going to leave with you, Amanda. I'm going to move over to Karen M. Karen M, do I have any messages regarding my occupation? Well, let's just tap in for a second here. First thing I want to say to you is there's more coming to you. Do not turn a blind eye. I feel like there are answers left and right. There's someone that's in your way. Okay, so there's someone that's standing in your way of moving forward. I want to say to you, please, if it's yourself, giddy up and get out of your own way. Because I am literally feeling like there is a blockage. And I hate the word blockage. I think that word always gives me the heebie-jeebies. But there is something right there, gorgeous, that's making me feel like, I got to get past this. I also want to say, are you looking to add or change the career, your occupation? Are you looking to become something more than where you're at, please? Yes?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, fabulous. And would you understand it if I was to say to you, please, that I want you to move straight, Jenny. I want you to move straight out of fear base of making change and instead be like, I am going to trust that the right thing comes to me. Mantra for you would be, I have the perfect job opportunity right now. I do want to say also to you, if I could, please, there's a woman here in spirit speaking with you, please. I feel like she's connected to you. I feel like she has a DNA to you, please. I don't know who it is right now, and I'm not doing mediumship, but I have to give you the message. She's telling you that if you want to make a change, you should go and put it with your whole heart. She says, sweetheart, you need to know that we are supporting you and that anything that holds you back is not worth it. But she also says that she knows that you're looking for the joy in your occupation. Do you understand that, please? You're looking to feel, my word for it is passionate. What do you do, if you don't mind me asking, Karen?
I work in the health field.
Okay.
Yeah. But I did just apply for a position. I had an interview and I was second guessing myself because it's a big change, but it's something that my heart's always been with.
Okay.
So,
here's a bumper sticker for Karen M. The bumper sticker is passion plus purpose equals empowerment equals abundance. And abundance doesn't mean money necessarily, although it's always nice to have a little bit of something, but abundance of everything, abundance of joy, abundance of like well-being, abundance of money, but health, wealth, all of it. When we make those changes, don't be afraid. And when you get that job and you dive into it and you're like, yeah, I want you to literally say, I understand that it'll take us a little bit of transformation here, a little bit of getting used to, but I'm all in. I'm all in. Okay. I'm going to leave that with you, Karen. Any final things down in Facebook land there, Boo Boo?
Yeah, let's just, I saw one come in here. Sandra is looking for a new workspace. She works with people, and healing, and she's having a hard time accepting the new job. She feels she's always protecting her energy. So she's just kind of, I guess, looking for a general kind of, what are you feeling around this? Like, what is the direction here?
The first thing I'm going to say to you is, if you're looking for new space, keep on looking, because I feel like the moment that you go into a space that you are constantly having to protect yourself, you have two choices. You can take yourself out of that space and be like, giddy up, I'm moving on. Or you can literally be like, I'm okay with protecting myself. I own this. I'm not going to think about this. I put the white light around me. Everything else bounces off, sends back where it came from. And I am going to just thrive in where I am to the best of my ability. I really do feel though, Sandra, that there is potential for the space, but I also feel like your mindset is, I got to go. And when our minds get made up, sometimes it will actually stop the energy from becoming more positive. I'm not saying that's going to happen to you. What I'm saying is, don't let it happen to you. You have control of this. Energetically, we always have control. And here's the thing. Energetically, we have control of everything. We can't control other people. So we can't control what other people do. We cannot control a bolt of lightning hit us. Right? We can't. I saw hardcore semi truck nail a little car today. It almost blew me out, and everyone was fine, but it scared the bejesus out of me. We can't control that, but what we can control is how we see it, feel it, and own it. We truly have to know and understand that we control our narrative. If you feel that you're unlucky in life, guess what, babies? You're unlucky in life. If you feel like you never get a break, you're never going to get a break. That is why there are so many people talking about everyone getting their shit together and start working on their inner strengths. Exactly. My parents always called it a self-fulfilling prophecy, for sure. Like attracts like. If you're thinking in the crap, you're going to receive crap. Lift the vibration. Become the frequency that you want. Spirit's here to guide you and help you all the way. And there's some of us that do that same kind of work. Want to help. Want to put it out there. Want to see things. So I'm going to leave that with Sandra. You're in control, baby. You do what's right for you. I see good things, though. I should say that. My guide's like, you just lectured her. I do see good things, though. I do feel as though you're going to find a new space. And I feel that's important that you find a new space. I just do. It's hard to get into big things in readings like this. Hey, shout out to Mr. Harbinder. Yeah, Harbinder's traveling with me to the Indigenous communities. And he's going to do some healing work up there, and they're going to be blown out of their mind with how wonderful he is, the work that he does. A couple of things, you guys. What do you think about? What you think about? Oh, yeah, bring about. Yes, sorry, I thought you were asking me a question there, Karen. I'm squinting. I need new glasses. A couple of things I want to bring up. We're cutting it a little bit shorter tonight than usual. Sunday night. Anyone who's interested is the big community gathering that I and Lynn White, intuitive medium Lynn White, do at the First United Spiritualist Church in Burnaby. It's a potluck at 6 o'clock. Come join us. Lynn is convinced that she's ordering Chinese food and then all the side dishes. I love it. She's absolutely adamant that's what she wants to do. And I'm good to go because then I don't have to cook anything. And then we're going to celebrate spring. So we're going to do a meditation in spring. We're going to do messages around spring. Spring has sprung. What our intentions are we setting to grow and nurture as we move along? We have some really cool stuff coming up. Pay attention. Alan Holmes and I are going to be Is Janine there? Janine, I'm so lovely. I got your message. Thank you. Alan Holmes and I have moved, and Marnie Banks have moved our message night from the 18th of March to May 6th. There is going to be, I'm holding an open house on June 7th at the 𝐔𝐸𝐬𝐬𝐬 Wellness Center with my new candles and all sorts of my new stuff that's coming. May 6th is message. Yes, that's right. Message. I'm reading Sammy's thing. She's just repeating what I'm saying. What else is there? There's so much. Oh, I have the spirit guide class. This is where we go into immediate and outer circles. So who are you working with super close on a regular basis, and who are the guides you're working to reach? It's a very powerful class. It's a 2-part class. It starts on March 29th, and the last class is on June 1st in the morning. What else?
I registered for that, so I'm looking forward to that one.
Oh, the spirit guide?
Yeah.
Yes, that's going to be a really, really good class. I think it's really important. Even some of the people that have been working in my circles are retaking it because it's time to reach sometimes their master teacher, right? It's time to kind of go into a different space. Yeah, other than that, stay tuned in the group. All the lovely people in the group are going to be, posting lives, doing all sorts of stuff. Ask your friends to join us. There's a lot going on. I'm going to be doing a lot of talking about how to really, really empower yourself. Feel the vibes, allow yourself to flow. If it's work that you want to change, hit me up. I'm happy to help you change your perspective in business. Really, really moving into that energy of I am in control. I have the power. Who's that? Come on, who is it? He-Man. Actually, I should do She-Ra. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Facebook family, Sammy, my moderator, who's the bestest, everyone else. It's a wee bit of a shorter session tonight, but I hope everyone got something. Be empowered, be strong, stay divine. I love you all. Check out the website, www.spiritessence by Tara Diana, and I will see you in the group, my friends. Have a good night.